Aho, Anin, Buju, Minawa, Ginawa. Welcome back to Ojibwe Language Table with Wes Jourdain. Lesson number 84, Random Ojibwemowin-Daily Life, Part 5, Question and Answer, Past Tense. Okay, so 83, we went through present tense, how to ask a question and give a yes or no answer. 84, this lesson, Part 5, we're going to go through and do past tense, how to ask a past tense question and how to answer yes or no in the past tense. So here we go. I will start with our self-introduction. Anin Boju Gakinawia, Wes Jourdain, Indigenous. Gidda Benesi Indigo. Magizin and Duodame, Misquagamiwi, Zaga Gunin and Duan Japa. Gas and Itzakog Ninda. So with that, we have our random Ojibwemowin Daily Life Part 5, question and answer past tense. And we're going to go through the 10 verbs that I've chosen to go through in this order. And it's the same order, so we kind of get a routine and stick with, have it stick in our minds. So once we get a routine down, that's the way we think. And that's how we react to questions and stuff. If we get a routine down and it just comes second nature. So Niba. Sheer he sleeps. Niba. So these are still in present tense form, but when we get to the question and answer part, it'll be in past tense, just to clarify. So, goshgoze. Goshgoze. Sheer he wakes up. Goshgoze. Buckaday. Buckaday. Sheer he is hungry. Buckaday. Gishkabagwe. Gishkabagwe. Sheer he is thirsty. Gishkabagwe. Wisine. Wisine. Sheer he eats. Wisine. Minekwe. Minekwe. Sheer he drinks. Minekwe. De bisini. De bisini. Sheer he is full. De bisini. Jingashin. Jingashin. Sheer he lays down. Jingashin. Nibeshkane. Nibeshkane. Sure he goes to sleep from being full. Nibeshkane. And our last one, Bawajige. Bawajige. Sure he has dreams. Bawajige. All right, so we're going to put these in past tense form. So you're going to see the word gi used before each of these words. And when that happens, we have sometimes, not all the time, but initial consonant change, where your consonant at the beginning of your verb is going to change to a hard sounding letter to a soft sounding letter. Niba is going to be okay, it's going to stay the same. Gi niba. Okay, in that sense. You're going to see gi koshkos. Gi, and this G is going to change to K in our initial consonant change. Doesn't always happen. You could keep the same G there if you want, but it's the same sound. But that's just one of the rules that we see oftentimes in our book learning of Ojibwemowin. This sound here, you can also hear that real faintly and vaguely when our first language speakers speak, our elders. Ki kushkus. And what happens is this short I falls off on the end on this word. And the E is a long vowel, they call it. But this is going to stay. So you're going to see gi pakade. This B changes to P, G changes to K, And I know I mentioned in the past I was going to have a lesson on initial consonant change, from what letters change to a different letter, and initial vowel change, which letters change to a different vowel. So be looking forward for that one. So let's get going here. Question and answer, past tense. Ginaba na. Ginaba na. Was she or he sleeping? And you can answer, ginaba. Ginaba, yes, she or he was sleeping. Or if they weren't, you can say, gawin ginaba sin. Gawin ginaba sin. Sure, he wasn't sleeping. All right, next one. Here's one I was given an example of. Gikoshkozana. Gikoshkozana. Was she or he awake? Gikoshkozana. Maybe you left the house and met up with somebody in town, and they were wondering if that person at home was awake. Gikoshkozana. Was she or he awake? And your answer can be, gikoshkoz. Notice I said that short I falls off on when you put a tense marker on these. That I from goshkozi falls off. So don't get too confused or wrap your mind around that too much. It just comes naturally after you get it in through your head. Gikoshkoz, yes, sure, he was awake. Or gawin gikoshkozin, kozasin. Gawin gikoshkozasin. She wasn't awake. Sure, he wasn't awake. Gawin gikoshkozasin. Okay, so there's a question, a yes, and a no answer. Question, gipakate na? Gipakate na? And we're talking third person here. Just a reminder, we're talking third person, she or he. Gipakate na? Was she or he hungry? Gipakate. Gipakate. Yes, she or he was hungry. Or gawin gipakate sin. Gawin gipakate sin. Sure, he wasn't hungry. Okay, notice that B changed to P, but it still sounds the same. Gawin gipakate sin. Gipakate. Gipakate na. Okay, so it's a B to P, but it sounds just the same. Gikishka bagwe na. Gikishka bagwe na. Was she or he thirsty? Gikishka bagwe na. Gikishka bagwe. Gikishka bagwe. Sure, he was thirsty. Or gawin gikishka bagwe sin. Gawin gikishka bagwe sin. Sure, he wasn't thirsty. All right, next one. Giwisinina. Giwisinina. Was she or he eating? Or did he or she eat? Giwisin. Yes, she or he was eating, or yes, she ate. She or he ate. Gawin giwisinisin. Gawin giwisinisin. She or he wasn't eating, or she or he didn't eat. Gawin giwisinisin. Next one, giminakwena. Giminakwena. Was she drinking? Did she drink? She or he drink? Giminakwe. Giminakwe. Yes, she or he was drinking, or she or he drank. Or if they didn't, gawin giminakwe sin. Gawin giminakwe sin. She or he wasn't drinking, or she didn't drink. She or he didn't drink. Okay. All right, next one. Gite bisinina. Gite bisanina. Was sheer he full? Did sheer he get full? And notice D initial consonant change to T in this sentence. The double I's stay on this because they're long sounding. And then we just add na rather than inna because it flows better. Gite bisanina. Was sheer he full? Did she get full? Gite bisani. Gite bisani. Yes. She or he was full or she or he got full. If she or he didn't, gawin gite bisani sin. Gawin gite bisani sin. She or he wasn't full or didn't get full. Kind of a hard one. You got to remember that double I at the end of this one. Gawin gite bisani sin. Okay. All right. Next one. Gishingashinina. Gishingashinina. Was she or he laying down? Did she or he lay down? And there's a jingashin is our word. Initial consonant change after a tense marker changes it to shingashin. Okay, sounds the same. Jingashin, shingashin. Gishingashin enough. Gishingashin. Gishingashin. Yes, he or she was laying down or laid down. Past tense. Gawin gishingashin zin. Gawin gishingashin zin. She or he was laying down, wasn't laying down, or she or he didn't lay down. And notice, because it ends in N, we're not going to add sin, we're going to add a Z, which makes it zine, and also makes this NZ transition a nasally sounding word. Gawin gishingashin zin. Kind of a little bit of nasal in there. Gawin gishingashin zin. I know I really played that one. But you get the point. If it ends in N, we're going to add zine. Ginebeshkanena. Ginebeshkanena. Did she fall asleep from being full? Was she or he sleeping from being full? Ginebeshkane. Ginebeshkane. Yes, he was sleeping from being full, or she fell asleep from being full. If not, gawin ginebeshkane sin. Gawin ginebeshkane sin. She or he didn't fall asleep from being full, or she wasn't sleeping. She or he wasn't sleeping from being full. And our last one, when we fall asleep, sometimes we have dreams. Gipawajagena. Gipawajagena. Was she or he dreaming? And unless they told you otherwise or told you, you can answer gipawajage. Or you can say ganapachgipawajage. Perhaps sure he was dreaming, yeah. Or if they weren't, or you're certain they weren't, they told you that they weren't dreaming, gawin gipawajage sin. Gawin gipawajage sin. She or he was not dreaming, or she didn't dream. Ganapach, gawin gipawajage sin. She or he didn't dream or wasn't dreaming. So that is our lesson, part 5 in our Random Ojibwemowin-Daily Life Talk. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Part 6, we're going to bring you future tense. To ask a question and how to answer yes or no in future tense using these 10 verbs. So, miigwech, minawa, miigwech bizindawiag minawa, miigwech kikanawaban damig minawa. Thank yous for listening and thank yous for watching this episode, lesson number 84. Gigawabminanim minawa. I will see yous again. Aha. Ayang guamaziok.